because I think he saw my fingers
Uh,
still.
Hello, this is your boy Michelangelo Hamilton here, your Gen Z money guy here. I'm really excited to do this series. This series is a educational series of money, what different principles you should be using, what is compound interest. Today we're going to be talking about the rule of 72, compound interest. We're going to be talking about a specific, very unique financial product that definitely helps families mitigate the market risk, and it's a very great product. It's a very great product as well. We're also going to go over the ESBI chart and what does that mean, and what categories you fall in it. So let's go ahead and dive right in. And I appreciate all your support as always, every single day. So right now, we're going to talk about compound interest, very basic principle. The way I explain it, is basically imagine you go to a bank, right? The bank, you walk up to the bank, you go to the teller, you go, do all that great stuff, and you open a savings account. The bank is giving you, the average bank rate in America today is giving you less than 1% of interest. And what does that mean is that, let's say, a dollar you have in the account, they're only giving you a cent for that. So it's very interesting when you put it. Let's put it that way. It's very interesting. And now, if you apply the rule of 72 to that information, it would take you a long time to get that money back. At least to double it, and of course that's not good. So, taking a look at the 2% rate of return on the rule of 72, and the rule of 72, basically all it is a mechanism designed by Albert Einstein, one of the greatest, smartest minds in our country. He developed this principle to estimate the time, the number of years it would take for money to double. So it's a mathematical concept that is able to produce those results for us. So what does that mean? For example, a 2% return nearly doubles every 36 years. So an initial investment of 10 grand, 35 years will be about 20 grand, give or take. So let's say 1999, 70 years it would take that to 39 grand. So that's what a 2% return looks like. A 4% return is 53 years. That same 10 grand will get you 79 grand, 941 bucks. And a 6% return every 12 years, starting out with that grant to 48 years, will get you over to 163 grand. So it just keeps compounding over time, and this is very valuable if you have 401ks and any of those traditional financial products. So now we're going to go into the different types of situations that we have. We have fixed rate, right? We have fixed rate products. Those are CDs. Those are money market accounts. You're guaranteed a basic rate. Is a contract, right? So you're told you will get 3% a year for the next 12 years. you get that. You get that guarantee. But it always will be 3% for the full years, for the whatever term of the contract is, right? So then we also have something called, basically a variable. And what is that? That is your 401ks, your IRAs, your stocks. So that is attached to the market, right? That is attached to our great free market enterprise in America. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up and it goes down. And if the market crashes like it did in 2008, it goes all the way down. You lost everything. That is unfortunate. I've lived through that kind of situation when I was 8. I was 8 or 9 at the time. Not the greatest situation. Interesting. That's another conversation for another day. I see buildings being built all around South Florida here. I'm like, where's this money at, man? I gotta find where the money's at, and I gotta find how to talk to get the money, right? So that's a whole nother conversation. But getting back on topic, right? Variable, 401ks, IRAs, all those great products. And then we have something called an index product. What is an index product? All it is, basically, is protecting you, protecting your dreams, your futures, your ambitions, your aspirations. When you put money in this type of product, it's guaranteed not to go down a certain level. Michelangelo, what does that mean? Well, basically, they're not going to lose anything. Let's put it that way. So how do we make sure you don't lose anything? How do we, make sure that happens? Well, there's going to be a floor, right? There's going to be a floor, and there's just going to be cap. So when the market goes up, boom, 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 when the market goes up, you experience those gains, but there's a cap of how much of the gains you're going to experience. So, that's the only downside to that. But the good side to that, if the market goes like it did in 2008, you returned zero. Like, you don't lose money. That's what is so important. It is not the end all be all, but it is a great start for a lot of people. And I see, when I do these complimentary financial news analysis, some of y'all have it in savings. We are all taught build a savings account. My mom is a baby boomer, right? And the baby boomer generation, they were making okay, rate of returns on those accounts or whatever, right? And top 20-30%. Now it is less than 1%. You cannot do that no more. I mean, it's only good if you have it like a tax account, and when you, at the end of the year, you use that to pay the IRS or whatever. But that's a whole separate another conversation, right, for another day. So I hope that provided some value there. I'm also going to go over 2 additional principles. I'm cramming as much as I can into you. These 4 principles today. I want to get this out to you. So we're also going to talk about what I learned from great Uncle G. This is an unsponsored promo, by the way. I hope to become a licensee very soon, next year and a half, but there you go. You can change everything for me, man. If you're watching this, or anyone in his office is watching this, you change everything for me. I've been in business for since I was 16. Didn't get anywhere much, just, a couple grand, and then met him, and I was like, ooh, I'm learning all these things, leverage, and this, and that, and I got a car, working, 22 grand, it's a whole story. Follow me, Instagram, this is M. Hamilton, follow me everywhere, Michelangelo Hamilton, michelangelohamilton.com, that's the place where you want to be. Anyway, so, I'm going to go over 2 things, and then we're out, right? We're done, right? Okay. The 40-40-20 rule. So for self-employed people, I'm talking to y'all. Us tribes here. What is the 40-40-20 rule? So 40% of your income, whatever that comes in every month, week, whatever hits your account, you should say, okay, tax account, that's going to the IRS, the government, the federal, the whatever the taxes you have. State, local, municipalities, boom. That's where it should be. Then you have 40%. That should be for the business to survive, for the business to grow. Marketing dollars. Do something. Do something for the business. That's just an example. One example. Do marketing. Go ahead and spend. Do some ad spend. Do something. Do a giveaway. Do a free giveaway. Do something. Get some Amazon gift cards. Something like that. And then, what is the 20%? Well, the 20% is you. That's how much you're supposed to be paying yourself at the end of the day. I know it sounds bad and horrible, and I'm still trying to live up to this principle. And it also helps me to talk to y'all about this, because if you get the money principles right, and you can figure out how to increase more, like what Grant talks about, Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman, all those people tell you, spend less, do less. How about you make more? How about we do that? How about we just go out there and produce and find a way to make more? Like for the last 10, 20, whatever, how many years I wasn't on, really paying attention to it, because I'm 21 now, I probably wasn't even alive for some of that. Like, they were telling people, oh, don't, just spend less, do less, do this, you can't do this, you can't afford this. How about you go out and make more? How about we teach people how to go out and do things, Like how about we reinforce that into the marketplace, into society? Let's do that. So, anywho, 40-40-20 rule, very important. I know this is going on almost 10 minutes, and I hope it's packed with awesome, amazing value. I'm going to leave you with one more thing, and then we're going to wrap it up. ESBI, for anyone who's new into the entrepreneurship world, and welcome. COVID-19 created a lot of opportunities, and you have to seize those opportunities. You have to get them, you have to see them, you have to take them and run with them, right? So, what is ESBI? It's from basic book, I think. Think and Grow Rich or something like that. Have to start reading more. That's another thing. You gotta read more. So, what is ESBI? E means employee. So you're an employee. If you're an employee, great. Having a job is great. It is great because it allows you to fund you getting over to the S side, which is self-employed side. And offer you awesome risk takers who want to risk take it every month. You could do S too, but it's not as fun. It's not as fun. It's not as fun, but you can still do it. You can still do it if you manage to figure something out there. But anyway, so think of it like, draw a T-shirt like this. I don't know if you can see it, but just draw a T-shirt, E on the left quadrant, S on the lower left, B on the upper right, and I. So, employee, self-employed. So, you move over from the E to the S. You're able to achieve that, right? Then you move over to the B side. What does that mean? That means a business owner. That means like a McDonald's. That means like you using a system. Like you ain't running things. Like you have people running things for you, and you're still collecting a paycheck every week. Like that's the ultimate goal of entrepreneurship, is to get to that B side. And then once you get to that B side, you have enough revenue, cash flow. Remember, cash flow is king, not cash is king. All right. So once you get to that B side, then you're gonna go, okay, now I need to make this grow for me even more. And then you eventually end on the I side. But there's a big gap between the B and the S and the E, and I'm here to help bridge that gap because I'm still in the S, and you're here with me along the journey. Check out michaelangelohamilton.com. If you feel like this provided you some value, I'm going to be able to help you out in a 35-minute call, free consultation. We're going to go over your dreams, your aspirations, and some more of this information. Again, that is michaelangelohamilton.com. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care.